Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Kristen Barley, and I'm the Director of Development for Komen Houston. And I'll be leading you through this fundraising webinar this evening. Just like Cyndi Lauper says, girls just want to have fun, and that includes both men and women when it comes to fundraising for Komen Houston Race for the Cure. Our first webinar last week was about getting registered and getting connected in this virtual environment. Since you've tuned in this evening, hopefully it means you've already registered for the 30th annual Komen Houston Race for the Cure, and you're ready to learn all about the tools that will help you fundraise. While we may not be able to race arms linked side by side, we can come together virtually and share our stories, support for one another, and raise money to end breast cancer. Thus, our hashtag Race Where You Are. And let's remember why we registered. We believe in the power of people to change the world. We believe in the power of community, which goes beyond geography to shared experiences and passions. We believe no one facing breast cancer walks alone. We believe that where someone lives, what they look like, and how much money they have should not determine whether they live. We believe we can achieve a day where no one dies from breast cancer. So thank you for sharing our beliefs, and let's get started with our fundraising. So hopefully you've registered. If not, go to pinkfor30.org and do so. If you didn't make a self-donation when you registered, make one now. Set a goal. Consider how much money you can raise and update your personal thermometer. Will you be hosting a fundraiser? How much will it raise? Who's in your circle of influence? How many people can you ask to make a $100 donation? Maybe a $50 donation, $25, or even a $10 donation. Continuously monitor your goal. Close to reaching 100%? Consider increasing your goal even further. People are more likely to give when they see that they have helped you reach your goal. Share your goal. Let supporters know your efforts and how their donation will contribute to you reaching your goal. Share how close or how far you are from reaching your goal. Recruit. Think about who's in your circle of influence. Ask your family, your friends, and coworkers to join us. Let them know that registration is open and they can join your team. Send them the link from your fundraising center to make it easy. Also, fundraise. Set a fundraising goal and get to it. Signing into your fundraising center and sending one of our pre-written emails is a great way to start. And of course, get social. Connect your fundraising page to your Facebook and watch the donations roll in. Encourage your teammates to do the same. And of course, go mobile. Download the Race for the Cure mobile app to earn badges by fundraising and step tracking. Before we go into any further detail, one of the most important things to do when fundraising is to create your personal story. We are all united into the desire of a world without breast cancer. Share your personal story with your community. If you're on a team, share your story with your team and encourage them to do the same. Ask yourself the following questions when creating your story. Why are you participating? What is your personal connection to breast cancer? Are you participating in honor or in memory of somebody special? What change are you trying to create? Obviously, a world without breast cancer. What problem are you trying to solve? That breast cancer will no longer exist. If you need a hint, obviously racing for a world without breast cancer is our ultimate goal. What is your fundraising goal and why? Our world, our race looks different right now. And we acknowledge the hardships and difficulties this year has presented to our friends and family. We have a life-saving mission to support, and we cannot stop because of COVID-19. However, we approach our fundraising in a new way. So we know you may be timid when asking your friends, families, and coworkers for their support. Here's how to approach somebody to ask them for support. Always check in with the person first. Ask how they and their loved ones are doing, and thank them for your past support. And ask can be really simple. It has 4 parts. Well, really 4 plus 1. Take a look at this quick tip from a very successful fundraiser, Jeff Shuck. State the need you're trying to address. Tell them why it's important. Tell them what you're doing about it. And then ask them, will you help by doing X? And then here's the plus 1. Be quiet. Wait for them to give you an answer. By simply listening to them, you will know if you will have their support and thus donating to your fundraising effort for the Race for the Cure. So now that you have your story and some tips on to how to ask for support, let's talk about utilizing the fundraising tools you have access to. Once you log on to the RACE website, up in the upper left-hand corner, select the pink button that reads My Fundraising Center. This is a hub where you can edit your personal page and use all of the fundraising tools. The Fundraising Center is made up of 5 tabs. The first tab, once you log on, it is the Edit page. If you scroll a little, you can customize your URL. This web address that you can copy and then send out to your team or support for garnering donations. Now, to customize your personal page, simply click the View and Edit button to customize how your personal page looks. As you can see, I've updated my picture by clicking on the Edit Cover Photo button. If you scroll down further, you have another area to edit a photo or add a video. You can edit your headline and your story. This is where you share your personal story and why you participate in the race and how breast cancer has affected you or somebody you know. When you're finished, simply click the Save button. The next tab I'd like to highlight is our Fundraising Center email tab. This is a section where you can ask for support, remind people to join your team, and thank them for donating to your fundraising efforts. Simply click the down arrow next to Choose a Sample Email, and a pre-scripted email templates will populate in the body and the subject line. From here, you can personalize as you wish and send out to your contacts. Isn't that easy? The next part of fundraising is connecting your fundraising to social media. From your fundraising center, connect your account with your Facebook page. It's a super easy way to share your personal race for the Cure fundraising page with your Facebook friends and watch the dollars roll in. Share your story on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other social networks in order to maximize your fundraising reach. Raise funds while on the go with your smartphone. Download the Race for the Cure mobile app using your iPhone App Store or Google Play. Visit our YouTube channel to see our. There are also other ways to fundraise. Participants who raise funds online and offline raise more than those who just fundraise one way. Considering going old school and sending out handwritten letters to ask family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, and business contacts to donate to your race page. With your company's permission, send letters to company vendors asking them to support your efforts. If you receive checks, you can use the Race for the Cure app to deposit these checks into your fundraising account. Many employers provide a matching gift program and will match charitable contributions made by their employees. If your company does not have a formal matching gift program, ask your company to match each dollar that you and your team members collectively raise. Remind your team members to check to see if their employers have matching gift programs. You can search our employer matching gift database by going online to komen.org/donate and see employer matching gift section. If the employers are not in the database, contact them directly for matching gift forms and instructions. Now I know we have covered a lot of information, and just know by registering for the race, you've become a leader in the fight to end breast cancer. It's crucial for you to share the importance and impact of fundraising. Here's a reminder of some tips to jumpstart your fundraising. Donate to your own page. People who donate to their own fundraising efforts raise more money than those who don't. Show potential donors you care about making the first donation. Set a goal. Friends and family are more likely to give to see if they're helping you achieve your goal. Also, once you reach your goal, you can always raise it. The power of 10. Ask 10 friends to donate $10. They're likely to say yes, and guess what? You've raised $100. Connect with Facebook. Once you register, log into your fundraising center and connect your account with your Facebook page. It's a super easy way to connect your fundraising page with your Facebook friends. Send an email through your personal email account or through your fundraising center where you can upload your email contacts. Simply write an email requesting a donation using one of our pre-written editable templates, or write your own. Virtual fundraising may not look like traditional activities that we've been accustomed to seeing, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. It just gives you a chance to be a bit more creative on how you raise your money. For example, corporate matching. Take advantage of corporate matching gift programs. Many of your donors may work for companies that have a program like this. Their donation could double simply by filling out a form with their human resources department and following the steps to submit a matching gift. Step challenge. Ask people to pledge $1 for every step you take the day of the event. Follow up with them after the event with your steps and then ask them to donate. Donation for days. Ask people to donate an amount per each mile of your planning to walk the day of the virtual event. Instead of a $25 donation, encourage them to make 3 $20 donations. Remember, they can pay over the course of 3 months. Reminding your donors the option to donate over time is a great way to increase the size of your donation. And how about a 1 in 8 challenge? 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed in their lifetime with breast cancer. I'm challenging my community to get 8 donations in 8 days. This can be any amount that you want to give, but each of these will represent the impact we can have to change the statistic. Creative friends. Ask a local artist or a creative friend to donate a piece of art or jewelry that you can auction off. If you aren't creative yourself, ask a friend to design a thank you card or a blank note card that you can package, tie up, and ribbon and sell. And with all this talk about fundraising, wouldn't it be nice to get rewarded for your efforts? No? Race participants who reach their fundraising levels will be eligible to receive recognition items. Fundraising recognition items are not cumulative and they're limited to 1 per earner. Redemption certificates will be sent to winners the week after fundraising closes and must be redeemed within 4 weeks of receipt. I'm working toward a sweater fleece jacket. What about you? All of the information I shared with you tonight is online on our race website under Fundraising and Team section. Funds raised by the Race for the Cure enable us to double down on our commitment to achieving health equity, ensuring access to high quality, timely breast health and breast cancer care for all, regardless of race, income, or where you live. Your fundraising helps us accelerate breakthroughs for the most aggressive and deadly breast cancers, along with resources for people living with metastatic cancer and their families. On any given day, 347 people receive a free breast cancer screening. 85 people receive a diagnostic test. 14 of those people are diagnosed with breast cancer usually. 24 people undergoing treatment receive financial support to help with expenses like copays and insurance deductibles. 48 people receive help with transportation to screening or treatment. 185 people receive help from a patient navigator who help people overcome barriers to care from screening to diagnosis to treatment. 30 people receive reliable information, support, and connection to needed resources from the Komen Breast Care Helpline. Over 16,000 people learn more about breast cancer just by visiting Komen.org. 793 people directly receive reliable information that empowers them to make an active decision towards better health. 18 people receive translation or interpretation services to access care. As a leader of the breast cancer movement, Susan G. Komen is the only breast cancer organization fighting breast cancer across all fronts through research, patient support, treatment assistance, and helping people take action personally and through public policy advocacy. We're working to accelerate breakthroughs for the most aggressive and deadly breast cancers, along with resources for people living with metastatic cancer and their families. Okay. Next, I'd like to take a moment to highlight one of Houston's own Komen scholars that continues to accelerate breakthroughs with her own contributions. Dr. Abina Brewster is a tenured professor in the Department of Clinical Cancer Prevention at MD Anderson Cancer Center and has an adjunct appointment in the Department of Ophthalmology. She is attending physician at the Breast Medical Oncology Clinic at MD Anderson and serves as a Komen Scholar. Dr. Brewster's research team has developed a framework for investigating the decision-making process that women undergo in considering prophylactic contralateral mastectomies. Let's listen to what it has meant for Dr. Brewster to receive this Komen grant.
Hi everyone, my name is Abina Brewster and I'm a professor in the Department of Clinical Cancer Prevention at MD Anderson, and I am also a Susan Komen research scholar. I am so grateful for Susan Komen for the research funding that they provide to junior investigators, particularly junior investigators who are also clinicians, that enables us to perform research. I remember when I was a junior faculty and going up for promotion, I received my first Susan Komen grant. It was a Career Catalyst Award. And the reason why I'm so grateful is that had I not received that award, it would have been very unlikely that I would have been able to continue in research and really dedicate my research exclusively to breast cancer. Very often, junior faculty who are also clinicians need to actually have funding for research in order to be given the time away from clinic to think about research projects, to prepare research projects, to conduct research projects, and then to share the results. And so Susan Komen does this. It actually designates quite a bit of its funding to directly focus on junior faculty members, with the idea that the best and the brightest minds have to be cultivated to join the research world. And it's by having the young investigators and the senior investigators that we have the best chance at finding a cure for breast cancer. For me personally, after receiving that Career Catalyst Award and being able to focus my career specifically on breast cancer, some of the work that I've done have led to factors being identified that influence breast cancer prevention, breast cancer survival, and also the quality of life of women who are diagnosed with breast cancer. And I try to pay it forward, and the way in which I pay it forward is that whenever a Susan Komen Career Award goes out, I always try to find a faculty member, a junior faculty member, and work with them and encourage them and review their grants and really help them prepare it in order to submit it, because I think that everyone should have that great opportunity of being able to be a breast cancer researcher. One of the other ways I paid forward is really trying to be engaged in the community and trying to educate women about some of the research findings that we have discovered over the years that do make a difference in terms of not only their prevention, but for the treatment of breast cancer. So once again, I am just happy to be able to be here and share with this day with you. And thank you again, Susan Komen, for the great work that you do supporting young faculty and really being able to bring everybody into the world of research. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brewster, for all you are doing through your research to prevent and treat breast cancer. We couldn't thank you enough. Before we go, I'd like to take a moment to thank our 2020 race sponsors. We're so grateful to our race title sponsor, the Kroger Company, who has joined us as our 30th anniversary partner. I'd also like to thank our top sponsors, MD Anderson Cancer Center, Midway Foundation, AIG, Citi, Houston Methodist Hospital, Memorial Plastic Surgery, Neighbors, National Oil Well Varco, Shell, and UTMB Health, as well as all of our race sponsors for this year's race. We could not serve the individuals we do without your continued generosity. We have one more webinar that's September 29th. Let's push it. We'll talk about how to recruit even more friends and family and how to motivate your team the week of the race. You can access all of the past webinars through, be sure to join the More Than Pink Facebook group. You can access this group by going to facebook.com, groups, Komen Houston More Than Pink. And don't forget about all the fun and exciting activities leading up to October 3rd. We have a Survivor Car Parade called the Hope Car Parade on Saturday, September 26th at City Center. On October 2nd, the Friday before the race, don't forget it's More Than Pink Day. Dressed in your finest pink gear, take a picture and post it on our Facebook group. And then finally, October 3rd, the Komen Houston Virtual Race Day Program. Join us at 9 a.m. to watch highlights of the week and hear from our speakers. All of this information is highlighted on our race website under Event Information. In closing, I wanted to say that Komen Houston is committed to achieving health equity, ensuring access to high quality, timely breast health and breast cancer care for all, regardless of your race, income, or where you live. We know that the funds you raise through your participation in the Race for the Cure help to fuel our impact. On behalf of every breast cancer patient, survivor, family member, and friend, thank you. Good night, and we look forward to seeing you soon.